is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jaden Daniels and the Washington Commanders taking on Matthew Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams.
It has been a cold and blustery day in our nation's capital, but we are ready for football at Northwest Stadium just outside Washington, D.C. Welcome again, one and all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brandon Gaudin on hand alongside Charles Davis. And yes, the storyline here, the weather. Snow and more of it expected as this game continues. So how will that impact how this one goes?
Can these teams ignore the distraction and the strangeness of playing in a snow game? Because it actually affects the crowd as well. That big roar you get is often muffled when there's a snow game. And the second part, what's the footwear you got on? Does that fit the turf you're playing on? And how will it handle as things get a little bit slick?
And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. 2nd and 10. Stafford now to throw. Short throw, it's Higbee. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. So holding on the return, and that's going to back him up to start the drive.
He was trying to get the job done correctly, just trying to clear a little space for his returner. Ended up getting a little too much jersey and hooked the guy, hence the flag.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. To throw is Daniels. Dancing to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here's 2nd and 10. Daniels looking to throw. Buying time to his left. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. A 1st down throw for Daniels. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think inclement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st down, here's Daniels to throw. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point just does sneak over the bar, and that makes the score 7-0. That time a 6-play drive, and it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Stafford. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 35. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line? Play action. Stafford. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this 1-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shot. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A big play that time through the air. 41 yards. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter down from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Robinson. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now
a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Terry McLaurin with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Commanders are able to stretch out their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Daniels going to try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
they tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Stafford to Kupp there for a Rams first down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Throwing is Stafford. He's got some room to operate. Touchdown! Demarcus Robinson from 10 yards out. And the Rams have cut it back within a score. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he knocks it through. That makes it a 5-point ball game. It's 15-10 now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he'll be touched down to the end, but a big play on that one.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps. It delivers a big play here for this offense.
Daniels now to throw on first down. And this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Kill. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Here's Daniels. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Byron Young, the one who got in and finished that play off.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Daniels. Zach Ertz has it complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Throwing now is Daniels. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr. A 3-yard touchdown run. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Rams offense and Matthew Stafford heading back out. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Stafford. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. And, oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
On 1st down, Stafford here. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Short throw, it's Higbee. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down. Here's Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 38. And his kick is good. And that lead is back down to 9 now. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Commanders on top. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Daniels now on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Now Daniels. Being chased out left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. To the air goes Daniels. They'll roll him out right. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, Daniels again. Escaping the pressure right. And this one too low.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 40. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. They'll look to throw again. Towards the end zone for Brown. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 24-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Off the play fake, Daniels sliding out of the pocket. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Zach Ertz from 6 yards away. And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up the secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Stafford's throw pulled in by Robinson here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards, the final tally. Back to throw, Stafford. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Here's a 2nd and 5. Stafford. Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Here's Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Rams are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. They always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at Commanders Field. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the fourth. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Robinson up the middle. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels. There's McLaurin. What a catch. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Back to throw. Daniels. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Terry McLaurin there to make the grab. And the Commanders are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter. And the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 10 yards there, good for Washington 1st down. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Quick slant to Brown. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Play action, now it's Daniels. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Noah Brown from 6 yards away. And the Commanders are able to add on to that lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and the lead is now 24. So the drive there took 6 plays, and the result, a touchdown for Washington. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And quickly they get to the line. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Stafford now to throw. Man open is Robinson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 13-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. A quick throw there is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Cooper Kupp with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams get a bit closer. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this will be recovered by Washington, and that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. On first down at Stafford. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the